Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to this video. This is Arvind Mota. So here we're going to talk about the trade setup for the second week of August. We'll look at the charts for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and also some stock specific analysis. Okay, now coming to Nifty chart, as you can see, Nifty has just been consolidating on the same 200 to 300 point range for the last 2 to 3 weeks. There's not been much movement. And in fact, I made a video in the second, I think by the last week of July, and I called for more consolidation for some kind of, I said Nifty will be spending some time in this range, but obviously I didn't expect it to extend for so many days. But having consolidated for such a long time, we can expect a good breakout on the upside, or so it could be a big move on either side, could be on the upside or downside. Okay, but you can see Nifty has been respecting the 20-day moving average right from 26th of May, from where we broke out about 20-day moving average at 9,200. Right, every kind of retesting of the 20-day moving average has given more upside. You can see it's moving sideways, again is going uptrend, and sideways and again uptrend. But this uptrend is kind of arrested here. Right from 21st of July, we have not seen any kind of upward direction. But this correction which we saw to 10,080 on the 3rd of August, a lot of people felt that it's actually breaking the support zone and going below the 20-day moving average, and that could be a sign of correction. And a lot of people were trying to short the market, but obviously there was no point in shorting because the next day itself we had a 200-point rally and Nifty came above 11,000. Okay, so please remember one thing, we are definitely in an uptrending market. There is no point trying to short the market. If you're trying to short, just keep it intraday, maybe 50, 100 points here and there you may get, but overall trend being on the upward direction, just be cautious when you're trying to short this market. A lot of people are trying to say that we can expect a big fall in the market, there's no sign of upward direction, but it's the opposite that is happening. Nifty has just been moving up for the last few months. There's no sign of weakness in the market. Right now, as long as Nifty is holding the 200-day moving average at 10,860, there is no point trying to shorting the market. So just be cautious, just stay long with the buy on dips approach. Any kind of dip towards 10,900 or 11,000 will be a buying opportunity. Okay, so don't try to go short unless we break the 200-day moving average. It's a major support. In fact, Nifty has multiple levels of support: 10,860, 10,900, 11,000, 11,050. All these are major support zones. So these will give you buying opportunities. On the upside, 11,250 is the immediate resistance zone, and next coming at 10,350 zones. So that's the previous high. Nifty made 341, and if you're going to sustain above 11,350, I think there's a good chance of us testing 11,500. Now going back a little bit in the second second week of March, you can see here, this is the point we are stuck in currently. This whole week we consolidated, not much momentum, and this is the range we're getting stuck as of now. So on the top side, 11,400 and above, we can fill this gap, and that gap will take us to 11,600 to 700 zone. Right, that's entirely possible in August expiry once we break out above this gap. Okay, so that's something which we have to keep in mind. Even on the weekly chart, Nifty has formed a bullish pattern, which means indicating there's chances of more upside. Right, so RSI is also above 60. That's a good sign. And look at India VIX, it's been consistently falling. Right, it's gone below 23 first time after March. That is a big it's a good sign for bulls. So something which we have to keep in mind. As long as it's below 24, 25, it is a good sign that volatility will be less and we can expect more momentum on the upside. Now coming to Bank Nifty, so obviously this is the weaker index, not showing much momentum, and it is holding support at 21,000. Right, so as long as Bank Nifty holds about 21,000, we can still stay long with the buy on dips approach. Right now it's taking support, it's giving some kind of upward movement, and I think we can still stay long with 21,000 as the stop loss. And if it goes below this, it may start to fall to 20,000 levels. That 1,000-point fall can be expected. So, but on the upside also, there's a big resistance at 23,000 levels. So Bank Nifty will be very range bound, very volatile for the next week. We cannot expect much movement. Probably can do intraday trading, could be long or short, either direction, but it will be very restricted movement unless we break out on the upside or on the downside. Okay, so we'll keep this. Probably we can try to avoid Bank Nifty and stick to Nifty, because even if Bank Nifty is weak, Nifty has a good chance of going up based on good performances in other sectors, like steel sector is looking good, and also pharma was doing pretty well. FMCG is also looking good, and even though IT was doing well, IT kind of started to fall towards the end of the week. Overall, the market looks good. Given a choice between the index, I think Nifty is a better choice to go for, and in terms of long positions. Now coming to Reliance, this was also in focus. You can see Reliance taking support at 20-day moving average at 2000 levels. From there it gave a very good upside momentum. But right now the upside is capped at 2190. That's the resistance zones here. For any kind of momentum up above 2190 levels, I think Reliance can give further upside and keep making all-time highs. So Reliance can definitely break out, something which we have to keep in watch list. So we're also staying long in Reliance. That may take the index higher, right? So that's about Nifty and Bank Nifty. Stay long, buy on dips approach. Okay, and then coming to global markets, you can see US have closed positive except Nasdaq, S&P and Dow Jones were giving good momentum. And as long as Nasdaq is staying above 11,000, that's a good sign. And S&P 500 also looks good to hit all-time highs above 3,500. Something which I covered in my previous video also. I said Dow Jones has a very strong resistance zone at 27,000. And since that is crossed, now it is acting as a very strong support. And Dow Jones, even if it is falling say 100-200 points, it is still very much on the upside. So the trend is remaining positive in US markets, and expected stimulus packages, which is going to be announced by second week of August. I think we can expect more upside once the announcement comes in, and that may take the global rally on the upside, and Nifty also may follow suit. And even European markets are closed positive, no major signs of weakness, so we can still expect on the upside, right? That's about global markets. Now coming to FII data, see, FIIs are obviously into buying mode, even though data is mixed. For cash market they are buying, but if you look at F&O, they are kind of selling in stock futures, but they are slightly long in index. So very less volume of shorting, so we can assume that they are staying long. As long as FII are in buying, we can expect more uptrend in the market. Okay, so coming to SGX Nifty, it's also indicating to had a pretty good close at 11,235. So if it sustains, we can expect a mild gap up tomorrow, and from there we can see how it goes. Now coming to the events next week, a lot of companies are going to announce their results, and almost 700 companies, and companies like BPCL, Titan, Hindalco, Auro Pharma, Hero MotoCorp, Ashok Leyland, Bharat Forge, GAIL, right, Godrej Properties. A lot of companies are expected to announce results, and these companies will be in focus. So just keep an eye on all these picks. So we can expect good momentum on either direction. So we're coming to the Nifty sectoral performance on Friday. Only IT and pharma were weak, otherwise all the other sectors were showing positive momentum. Now coming to the sectoral performance, and the pharma was weak. Lupin had a big fall after the results. That may take support and start to go up. That could be a buying opportunity. Auro Pharma already gave a good rally, so just stay cautious. There could be some profit booking. And Sun Pharma, as long as it stays above 510, I think we can expect more upside in Sun Pharma. Now coming to gainers, Divi's Lab has posted a very good results. I think this already gave a good rally, but there's still a very good chance of upside. It may even test 3000 levels. So just keep this in your watch list. Cipla also has taken support at 700, 710. We can definitely expect more upside on this counter. Now coming to other sectors, FMCG can also outperform. Let's look at these stocks. Now coming to Nifty FMCG, let me see where it is. Okay, now in this sector, you can expect Britannia to outperform Colgate, Palmolive, and Dabur is coming with results. I think we can expect more upside. Nestle India also has taken support. We can expect ITC has also given a good breakout above 190, so we can expect more upside in these counters. So just keep this in your watch. Tata Consumer gave a very good rally In fact, we also gave buy calls on this. We booked some profits, so that may even sustain above this. We can even expect 600 levels on a positional basis. So coming to other sectors, IT was pretty weak. So Infosys, TCS, all these companies were weak on Friday. So we can expect it to take support sometime, and we can expect some kind of trend reversal, which will give you entry points, buying opportunities. Right now, coming to metal sector, this is a very strong sector where we can still go long. Tata Steel, JSW Steel, SAIL, these are the picks which we have in our focus. Hindalco, these stocks can give you good momentum on the upside, so we can still stay long on these counters. Now coming to the index as such, Nifty coming to the open interest as per options chain, 11,500 is acting as a very strong resistance zone in August series. So this is the weekly expiry. So on the downside, you can see 11,000 has got the highest open interest to the put options. So the range for Nifty as per the options chain is 11,000 to 11,500. That's the 500-point range. But as per the charts, as we saw, Nifty has a strong resistance at 11,350. On the downside, 11,100, 11,050, that will be the range to look for. If it falls, that will be a good buying opportunity. So we can still stay long buy on dips approach. That is the view for the week. I really hope you found this video useful. And whatever observations I've shared here, these are my personal view and opinion. Whatever trades you're going to take, please check on your side, do your own research, or consult your financial advisor. So that's it for the video. Good luck for the week. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.